He's coming from London, and I just...
Sapppppnin! I'm on my fucking own, that's what's happening. Get it going, and come on, get it done. Do things, GTI, Modo. Oof. Disorder with kids.
Oof. Sapppppnin!
Tell you what's happening. Why are we shouting?
Don't know.
Seems a bit quiet now, doesn't it?
I had a headache. It's much worse now. I've just shouted from my own face.
That headache's from me though, innit? For the morning, filming.
Well, it might have been the 14 odd hours I spent in front of a laptop yesterday doing that bloody shit.
Is that the Viking view shit?
Look at them lot.
Oh, I could eat the coffee now. Eat the coffee.
In the piccolo
Drink the
bar.
coffee. That dog's awesome. He's like a miniature Alsatian, but he's tiny.
If you like that sort of thing, high-vis mangas.
Shout out doing the geraniums.
Nice bit of parking.
Volkswagen standard.
Celica.
JDM, shout out. Got a Celica? Let us test it. Ah, Jane's not around yet today.
Who's Jane?
Jane is a homeless lady that's very nice.
Yeah.
I buy donuts for and coffee for, but only turns up in the summer with blankets and a suitcase and her bag and everything.
Well, she has to hibernate in the winter due to the diabetes from all the fucking donuts you've been buying her, innit?
I swear she's got a house and comes down to bed. I'm not joking. No, that's bad. And since I've been watching this program on homeless people, a lot of them do it.
I think we could have a video out of that. We could follow her.
Follow her. Jesus.
Now, two grown men following a woman with cameras could be seen as negative, predatory, inspired, genius. Just fucking do it.
Well, she gets involved with Elvis weekend. She's drinking it. People are buying her cocktails and all that, and Mardi Gras beads and all that. She'll get involved with Viking views.
That dog was very excitable.
It was, wasn't it?
That man looked heartbroken. Now, I used to own a Mitsubishi Charisma. I can understand why he looks so upset. And he's got the older one than me.
Why do you have one of them for?
I needed a car.
What was the start?
It sort of appealed. It was a Mitsubishi. In my head I was like, it's a fucking Evo, innit? It weren't a fucking Evo. We've been attacked. Yeah, that was I did a lot of miles in that car. It was from a certain car retailer that we have in South Wales that deals mass market in cars.
Oh.
It's not going to be the first one you're thinking of.
Oh, right, okay.
It's not that one that's really big now. It's the other one that was there years ago.
Shout out Ron Skinners. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got it.
And I bought this 2002 1.6 Mitsubishi Charisma 4-door hatchback.
1.6 is what I've been in the power for a
Silver.
big car, hasn't it?
Yeah. It had two electric windows in the front, none in the back.
Although silver, early 2000s, silver was the rage.
What?
So you was popular on that.
Grey import colour and then grey cars.
Yeah.
16,000 miles. I can't remember exactly how old I was when I bought it because I can't remember what year it was. Don't know. Probably 2, 3, 4. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think it had been greatly looked after. To be fair, it wasn't the worst of all the cars I've ever owned. In fact, I think it's one of these cars that just flies by without you even remembering you owned it. So it's like nothing really bad happened, but nothing amazing happened.
I got a couple of them, but I've only had them a couple of weeks, innit?
Well, I
think back to some of the cars I've owned and I'm like, did I own that car? Really? Can't remember. Now, one of the most oddball cars I ever owned, but a very fun car, and it did have some negatives, but a lot of positives, was a Volkswagen EOS convertible. On a 57 plate, I do believe it was. I bought it, Christ, must have been 3-year-old. 16,000 miles on the clock. 2-litre diesel, full black leather, lovely spec, nav, all that stuff in it. Great in the summer, apart from ginger, sunburn, don't really go. Amazing to drive in the night time, roof down, just seeing stars, seeing everything. Romantic car, works out well. Roof was always left down. Don't use the doors, do you? Dukes of Hazzard style, innit? Jumping over in and out and all that stuff. And then I bought a second car as a run around as well, because I was bombing back and forth, because long and short it was XX moved down here with me, so I was going back and forth to see her parents up in Merthyr as well. I didn't want to put the mileage on my own car, so I bought a brand new Corsa.
What do you mean didn't want to put the mileage on it? It's hardly fucking international, is it?
Twice a week up to Merthyr and back.
Bridge end to Merthyr?
No. So I went to Hutchison's HQ and bought a brand new Corsa on a 62 plate, C62 DXT. I remember it perfectly. And yeah, horrible car. Literally horrible car. 1.2 petrol, didn't go anywhere. It was awful. I was using that then as stock runs for the business before I had a van. Just bombing around everywhere, putting a mileage on it. And yeah, anyway, didn't have it long. Back to the EOS. Winter time, because it was sitting there then, so I was bombing around in the Corsa. Went in there one day, and 2 inches of water in the back. Not even joking. Hard top roof in it, they move a little bit different to the body, just flood in, wasn't it? So yeah, I ended up part exchanging it and saying it was absolutely perfect.
I'm curious.
We're curious
about your levels of thick fuckery.
Right.
You bought a second-hand car, but you didn't want to put miles on it, so you went to a dealer and bought a brand new car that depreciates heavily based on mileage, even though it's a Corsa.
Well, I was listening on the radio all the time, and Hutchison's...
What were you hearing? What were the voices telling you?
Hutchison's were having this deal where literally, it was like pre-registered, but it was brand new, if that makes sense. They pre-registered them, but it was brand new.
So you were the second owner?
So I was the second owner, even though there was like 3 miles on the car.
Devalued it.
Well, that's how they were selling them cheaper. It was like, literally, I think it was $8.5 grand, I think, brand new, something like that.
Of course, you could buy a fucking car for that.
Well, I didn't think about this at the time. I should have bought like a Mark IV Golf or something, run around, didn't it? But anyway, bought it, and...
TT vibes.
TT vibes. TT comps as well, what is this? No good. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, it was 1.2 petrol. I went everywhere in it. Cornwall stock runs here, there and everywhere. Pedal cars in the back, was chucking enamel signs in it. Didn't care about it. It was red as well. It was just used it everywhere. And then I bought an A4 Estate from that one. Well, from the EOS, yeah, that was right. I had an A4 Estate. Blue with a cream interior, cream leather. Never again. Cream inside. No, not gangster vibes at all. Thought I was 70, wasn't I?
I thought you always cream inside.
I always cream inside in that aspect. Nice, I like that. But yeah, so I just thought, don't really need this Corsa now, do I? So took it to that Cash for Cars place in Larston. Waste of time. Look at this dreads, cool vibes running, man. Cool runnings. And
it's not fucking 1990 anymore, boy. In fact, I don't think you were probably born in 1990. What the fuck is going on, retro face?
Oh, it's the retro road. This is where the 80s ski vibes were.
That was awesome. 2
sets of people
from another time.
Yeah, but anyway, tried this Cash for Cars place and I weren't happy with their offer. Vauxhall didn't want to buy it back because they had another fuckload of pre-registered ones ready to sell. So I phoned up a guy in Merthyr I used to know, Alan Evans Motors. Shout out to Alan, don't know if he's still going. And he offered me £1,000 more than what Cash for Cars offered me. So I drove her up to Merthyr, and this is the second time I've done this. Sold a car and thought, how the fuck am I gonna get home? So I drove her up to Merthyr, he had it, sold it, he dropped me to the train station.
See, Merthyr's not too bad, the other one was Birmingham, wasn't it?
Birmingham, yeah.
You thick fuck. How do you drive to Birmingham and not consider you don't have a way to get home?
I just didn't think he was going to buy the car, but he had the cash there, counted it, had it. I thought, shit, what am I going to do? So when I sat and had a Burger King, had another Burger King.
Emergency measures.
And a coffee, until my old man had to drive up from Merthyr at the time we were living to Birmingham. It took him like 2.5 hours to come and get me to drive home. And yeah, he was a bit like shocked, I think, but I don't know. And this is how nice this guy is as well. I left my sat-nav cradle thing in the car and he fucking posted it back to me. Couldn't have taken me home, like, could have dropped me home on the way, could he? No. I've had quite a few funny experiences like that, man. I can remember my Astra. I jumped it over the thing in Pondstick. I literally got photos of this, not even joking. Maybe I can send that to Dan, he can put them in. There's a lay-by off the one to the brake and it goes like this. I hit it about 60, something like that, went over, and I came down on the last one, car went into limp mode. And it wasn't right from that, it was just blowing smoke, every sign was, management lights were coming on.
It's funny there, isn't it?
Only from that moment.
Weird that is.
And anyway, part exchanged it in Audi for an A4. And I took it down to my buddy who runs a garage in Merthyr. I don't really speak to him anymore. He got a bit jealous because I bought a better camera on him. not even joking.
There's a lot more to that story, innit?
And anyway, so he cleared all the codes on it for me, limped it into Audi, and I can remember I started it back up in the car park down there, because if we turned it off, started it, the manager light would come back on, kept it running, it was alright. I came back on, didn't it, with the engine management light and all that. I didn't say nothing, I tucked it in the car park, told him, oh yeah, it's all fine. And yeah, I got away with it.
I had a similar thing when I bought that Mitsubishi Charisma WU02 XDN, if you're interested. Shout out.
I ain't gonna be on the road anymore.
I was driving, fuck me, a 1991 J-Reg Ford Orion.
Jesus.
1.4L.
Oh, you could have gone 1.6 gear.
In blue. No, I bought it as a favour to a friend of my father who was very old and he was a bit dangerous on the road. So they were like, we'd like to get the car off him, and we've told him you're into cars. And at the time I was ready to mod it, wheels, you know, all that shit, Ford boy back in the day as I was. And I remember I went and looked at it, I went, aye, go on then. And then when I did go to pick it up a few days later, there's a massive fucking dent in the front wing where he did something. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. So I drove around in it for a bit. It weren't much to it, I'll be honest. It was rusty, it was fucked. Oh yeah, the gaskets were gone. It used to blow this horrible smoke out the back of it. Oh, adventures I had in that car used to stink. So, took it up to Ron Skinner and out to part exchange it for this Mitsubishi Charisma. And I knew it was fucked to begin with. But on the return journey, because they couldn't have the car ready for me that day when I was there, so I had to go back a few days later. On the return journey, it was pissing down the rain. The clutch fucking went. The brakes went on the journey up there.
Shit.
So, like you say, I parked it far end of the car park. Just went up, handed them the keys. There you go, give me mine. Off I went. I mean, it was, they would only have sold it for scrap anyway. There's not much you could have done with that thing. But yeah, cars have a habit of dying, don't they, when you're on the way to get rid of them?
Oh yeah, it's quite funny because this Astra was almost written off as well, right? So I got hit by a drunk driver, took the whole side of the car out, airbags, everything, and it was 1,300 quid off being written off. So they repaired it. Right. So anyway, and in all fairness, right, it done an amazing job. Now you couldn't have told. And but anyway, they went to. When I part exchange the car, I didn't tell them. It's not, you know, it's not category registered or nothing. So why? I'm going to mention it.
No.
Somebody went down there to buy the car or something, and told them that oh yeah, this car's all been written off. I had all this work done, all this stuff, blah blah blah. So they couldn't sell the car for ages. So they put the car into auction. Anyway, this Astra, for whatever reason, makes it back to Merthyr. Someone owns it in Merthyr, right? So I'm driving around, seeing this Astra around the place, and I know it's mine anyway because of the plate anyway, and a few stuff I changed inside is still there. This Astra nearly went on fire as well because I put neon lights under the thing, green neons. When I was driving one day, I could smell something. I went down, there's a fucking flame on it. So I threw it out the window, I come half a park, ta-ra, neon. That was it. Like in there, put a new in it, put blue ones in there. And I got blue ones now, funny enough, in my car. But they were standard, not my own brew stuff in it.
They don't burn so much.
Yeah, but anyway, this Astra then, I seen it about a year or so later, and the whole side of the car, someone fucking twatted it, the whole side. The side had been totally redone again, so I'm convinced that car was cursed. No joke.
I had a car that caught fire.
Actually, oh yeah, remember you were saying.
I almost had fire in a second car as well, but that was through my own fault.
Was the one in Cardiff, wasn't it?
Yeah. This video is turned into him talking about his cars, which is cool. So there'll be another video where I'll be talking about my cars in the future, innit? Go on then, but what other bullshit motors have we had?
Other bullshit motors, right, the Red E3325i M-Tech, which was registered as a 1.8 petrol. Had the stroker engine in it, 2.7 litre engine in it, which was quite nice, kitted up and all that stuff. I can remember telling my dad, no, that's a 1.8, and then I drove her home. I used to live on a big hill, and he pulled up the road and he said, I ain't no. I said, I ain't a 1.8. You could tell the sound straight away, dun, 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 taking over. So to the point, and I said, yeah, I said, I've just been to buy a service kit for her as well. He said, well, let's see, how many spark plugs have you got then? So I hid the 2 spark plugs in the glove box, innit? So for him, but yeah, they knew it weren't, but yeah. I had a few stopgap cars as well, didn't I? When I had that E30, I had a Beether FR, which was on an 08 plate, SN08, something like that, candy white. It was all totally mapped, wastegate on it, loads of shit had done to it. And so I went to have it remapped, and they plugged it in all the computers and all that stuff, and he said, I can remember the guy, he said, son, this car's had a lot of stuff done to it already. All this stuff to it. And when on my previous thing, on the thing, it was fucking, it wasn't Silverstone, but it was some racetrack that fucking owned it. Fucking thrashed the car anyway, innit? It was quick, I mean quick. Every time you turned it off, it was turbo on it, like. But yeah, we weren't happy about that. But I part exchanged a 5 Series BMW M Sport for that. Don't ask me why, I don't know why.
5 Series?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was on an 06 plate. I had it from, what's the place down there? Pine Tree Motors. I can remember I was a bit of a dick move about it, so I took it out for a test drive. I can remember my gramps with me, my mum and dad met me from the caravan. I still lived in Murphy at the time. And I took it for a test drive, and there was another guy interested in it. And he was driving. There was one. This was 14 grand. I can remember this. It was like 80,000 on the clock. This was 14 grand, and there was a blue one there which was 18 grand, which was a 530 diesel. And the guy couldn't decide which one he wanted. And he just gone to take this one out on a test drive, and he started driving out of the car park. And I was thinking, what am I doing? I said to the guy, I'm having it. I want it. Shook his hand, and he had to go and walked across. He'd run across the car park before the entrance was for the cars. Knocked on a window. He said, "Sorry, but it's sold." So the guy had to get out of it.
You only bought that car to fuck with that man you didn't even know.
Yeah, part of it was, yeah. Just because I could.
Something wrong with it, wasn't it?
But yeah. So no, I've just had a lot of Audis in it, a lot of A5s, A6s, A4s. Just been very Audi oriented.
He's had many different paper sizes, but all Audis.
All Audis. I had the 3 Series 330 diesel on a 57 plate, which was an E90 coupe. It wasn't an M Sport, but it was like the nice one, if that were, with all the Xenons, all the full leather. As soon as we got in it, the seatbelt was brought out to you. It was nice. That car went well as well. 200 and something brake, I think it was. It was nice. Yeah, it was good.
Every car I've owned, I've had to manually get the seatbelt myself.
Well, all the rest of them, that's the only one. And I didn't even like it, to be fair. It was a bit,
Did you buy it to upset a stranger?
No, I bought that because I liked it. And because he gave me a better deal on that against something else I was interested in. I think it was a Jag, actually, an XF Jag.
Jesus.
This is Alan Evans. This is a shout out to Alan Evans. He's the right guy. He used to give me nice cars.
Fucking cyclist holding up traffic.
Jesus.
Again.
No, that's a bit of car story, isn't it? A bit of history.
Absolutely it is.
A couple of Beatles.
Oh yeah, you and Beatles is fucking funny, you and Beatles.
My very first car, this is quite interesting, because I was always interested in cars, but I always wanted an E30 first car. Insurance couldn't get it, innit?
Oh, no.
So plan was have something and then get that as well, and then do it. So I can remember I was 16 years of age. I was 17 end of September this month, and I don't know when this is going to drop, but anyway, my dad took me out in the June time, I think it was June or July. I was off school, done my GCSEs. Yeah, that's right. Went to Southern Vauxhall in Merthyr, because plan was I was going to have my mum had a Corsa C, right, 51 plate, brand new. She had it. So, and the car had already done 20,000 miles, and this is in 2008, so it had been 7-year-old, 20,000 miles on the clock. It was always looked after, because we always looked after it. Immaculate. SXI, automatic. Well, it was, Tiptronic.
Just keep doing that.
Yeah, Tiptronic, whatever it is. Because Mum used to go to work in Cardiff twice a week then. So the plan was I was going to share that with her and then get an E30. Anyway, me and my dad goes down to Southern Vauxhall, and there's a 1.4 SRI Corsa there. 07 plate, VN07, OLK, I can remember that perfectly. Only 4 months old, just come in, and I was for like 6,000 miles on the clock, and we said, yeah, we'll have it. So we sold my mum's car when she was in Cardiff working, innit? So we had a phone on and say, oh yeah, Tris, bring the car, we've sold it. So she had to come home from Cardiff because they wanted a quick look there, because they gave a rough estimate. But yeah, so that was done, and then I had this Corsa. That was a 1.4, didn't like it, didn't really go anywhere, even though I was only 17. So I decided to have the Astra. So I had the Corsa about 4 or 5 months, and then I bought an Astra.
You got problems though when you upgrade to an Astra.
Yeah, well, this is what I really Well, the problem was, see, I was going to have a Mazda RX-7 because I thought, oh, this is only 1.3. It's not as if it's two 1.3s tied together, isn't it? But so yeah, I couldn't get the insurance on it. It was something stupid. so I thought then, I just wanted a sports car. I thought, how about a convertible Astra? I thought, nah. So it goes down into...
Dreaming big, over a convertible Astra.
So I went down into Vauxhall and I seen this Astra there, so I ended up having it. And then skip a bit and I found Audi and never looked back. This is the most random fucking... I don't even know what this is.
Well, it's your car history, more or less.
My car history.
Oh, blues.
So there's been, I don't know, however many Audis, a lot of Audis, 10, 11, 12 Audis or more.
And we're in the Q5 at the minute. Oh my god. That's my old neighbour. He was a fucking prick.
Oh, the blue Volkswagen.
No, I won't tell you which car, but that's my old neighbour. He's a fucking tool of a man.
Shout out to Quick Fit.
You're in a Q5 at the minute.
Yeah, man.
We've done the review video. You have got positive feelings about this car.
I absolutely love it.
Is this something you could see yourself in the future?
Yes, I have. Do you know what? In my head, I was thinking to myself, I really fancy A6 S6 Estate. That's what I quite like. Or if not, it's going to be Q8. But this is another option I really do like. And I suppose you could get SQ5 for much less than Q8 money.
I reckon.
Much less. So,
or you could buy an MG SUV.
I would rather jump off a building and die. Oh, push, don't put that in. Fuck. That's gonna have to have a big moment, that is.
Now, we've had to cut the video there because one of us, I won't tell you which, it wasn't me, said something a little bit Go on, nudge her out the way.
Look at them all over there. There's an empty fucking thing there.
Oh, I haven't gone into it then, you dull fuck.
Oh, we got stuck behind fucking Audrey and her Nissan.
Jesus. Right. We had to cut that there because he said something nasty. But we're going to knock this video on the head before this GoPro dies. So, thank you very much. Go on, say something. It's your video. Yeah,
that's a little bit of the car history. There's been lots of that's a little snippet, the few interesting ones. My man's looking at a Modo GTI over there now. I can see him doing it already.
A Modo 7.5, I just...
Yeah, I don't know about the wheels, see, it looks a bit hybrid, them wheels do.
I don't like the wheels, and I don't like that it's got two doors it doesn't need.
Yeah, exactly. But on that note, let's wrap it up there. Boosh!